Hello and welcome to my video series. Today we're going to be talking about the C. That's right, the C. C is a very powerful and articulate language that we're going to be using and looking at today to build all sorts of technological and advanced applications. It's a very safe language. It actually comes with a special sandbox feature which causes it to do no harm to the computer ever. So it can't actually harm anything because it's a sandbox language. It's very technological. It was created originally at Microsoft. They built it completely from scratch. A very beautiful piece of technology, and they've been creating compilers for it ever since. And today we're going to be creating a simple Hello World application, and you can do that easily using the Microsoft Visual Studio .NET 2003. Which is what we'll be using today. So we'll create a new blank solution because we are solving a problem, therefore we have to create a solution. And let's see, it says Visual C++, but there isn't actually. C++ and C are the exact same language. I'm not sure why they classify it like this, but trust me, they are the exact same language. So we'll go to Win32. We'll go to Win32 console project because we're creating a console. So then we can create EP09 as the solution name. So the only real difference between C and C++ is that one was made in China and the other was made by Microsoft. I think you knew which is which. So now we're going to create this. We hit OK. Finish. And this creates a blank solution. As you can see, we've got all kinds of files. We don't really care about them. The only one we care about is this one right here. This is the C code file. This contains all of the C code that we're going to be coding for this. And it's a very simple to use. So this is an include. As you can see, it says pound include, which basically tells it to inject this code right inside of this other one. And then basically they become one big whole code bank, and then as you create more code banks, the software becomes more powerful. This is why we use the includes, because it actually makes your software faster because it builds bigger code banks. And we're going to be, we won't be building any code banks today. However, we will be creating the simple Hello World application. This right here is a function that is opened immediately. It is also called the kickstart function. In many coding circles, I call it the kickstart, and Bill Gates calls it the kickstart. It's the kickstart function. It's also called Timan. I don't know what it stands for, but I call it the kickstart. So, to create the simple Hello World, we can simply do the print F, and then we can put in the string by doing the quotes. We do the Hello World, and that, and then like that, and you have to put a semicolon. But you have to be very careful because you cannot do this. You can't do that. You should never do that because C is such a technologically advanced and highly integrated language that it does not have any character fall off ever. So unlike, you know, the Javas where it can have a lot of character fall off, it's never a problem in C. So we don't have to do it, which is very good. So now we've got this, the injection code bank, we got the kickstarts in this, we got that. This terminates the entire function. This tells the compiler that we have to stop everything immediately. We have to return 0, which basically means to return 0, nothing. We don't return anything. We have to return to the real world, and that's what this does. It's kind of like the Matrix. So now we're going to do the start. We hit the play button. And then you tell it yes, and it will build the application. Now, unlike the Java and the unlike the Java and the Pythons, it's not interpreted. In other words, it's not a read and eat. You can't read it and then eat it. It doesn't do that. It has to build it and then eat it. So it has to get the super glue and the pylons, and it has to glue it together. That way, it has the story supports. So we have to build it, but it's already built, and it should be located here in the debug. This right here is our compiled application, so we're going to go there and run it so you can see everything. So we'll do the CMD. And then we'll have to copy this. You have to do copy, and then you do CD, which is for CD drive. It's a very archaic function, but CD drive also happens to be able to change this directory thing. We do that, and now we're in here. Now you can do EP09, and hello world! Look at that, it worked perfectly. So, now that we've got that working, now we'll put this to the side, and now we can build on even more application functionality. So, what if you want to print a message box? Now that is cool. So we're going to make a message box. So first we're going to make a new function. It will return nothing, so it will be a void. That means nothing. If you've ever fallen into a void, you've fallen into a pit of nothingness that you can never get out of. So we do void, and then we'll do box. And then we have to give it the argument. We have to set it up. And then we can do this. We need to take, actually we don't need to take anything, so we just do this, and then we do that. Actually, so you have to do this, there, and then you do that, and then you have a closey bracket, and then you can do this. You must make sure there is a return, so it stops the function, and now we can put in a special message box function, which is simply called, let me think. I think it's... maybe not. Actually, I think I may have to do a code injection for this. Let me just see. Alright, so let's see. So we may have to do the code injection like I said. So we have to do the include windows.h, which basically tells it to go get Windows and inject the entire operating system into our code. So then it goes to a recursion loop and it becomes a super application. And now with a super application functionality, we can then call this, do message box, and then it tells us what we need. We need an hwind, which is, we can just say null, and then we need the lp text, which will be hello world, and then we need to put the lp caption, which will say hi, and then the u type, which we need to make, let me think. Oh, I don't know. I think we have to make it something like, yes, the MB OK. And then we hit the semicolon, and then it makes this. Just like that. And then it will create message box. We can save it. And then we can do the start. And it should work. Oh wait, no, we have to call it. I'm sorry. So then we have to go back to the kickstart and we can call box. And actually I think we have to put it up here. Because all functions have to be above the kickstart. Because it's a, it has to be that way. Because otherwise this won't be able to find them. Because it can only look up. Because this is his head. Because the head is not down here, but the head of the function is right here. And it can't look down, it can only look up. So it says, oh, here's box, but it can't see box if it's down here because it can't see it, because the head isn't there. So you always have to put them above because the head isn't there. So the head isn't there, and the tail, so the head isn't there, so we have to put it here, and then it should work. So then we can do the start, or the build. I guess we can do build. We don't want it to start, but then we build it. It worked, and then we do this. Hi, hello world, see? We hit OK. We can also do it where we can loop it. Now looping is very, very cool. What we can do is we can do this, and then this, like that. And then it will loop it, just like that. It's actually very useful if you want to put something back up because maybe the user closed it by accident, and then you can pop another one up. So then we can put it in the looper, and then the looper will work. So we give it the 1, and that tells the looper that it has to loop it. So it says, okay, we'll loop, and then it loops. So we'll build it, and then wait. Alright, here we go. And then we can do this. See? Just like that. Although it never goes away. So, see? Say, alright, well, now I know. So that's how you do it. And now if I want to close it, it'll just come back because it says, hey, no, you need me. And oh yeah, I do. Just like that, just like that. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I think we can close it. There we go. That should close it. Alright, so now we've built in some very good functionality. And now we can also add an extra functionality. We can do this, and then we can create it as a service notification. We can then do that same thing and use the start. And then we wait. Oh, never mind. Maybe that didn't work. Alright, or we could try, if we wanted to add extra functionality, we could do this, which a friend gave me. It's supposed to do very interesting things, so we could try it, I suppose. Oh yeah. Let's just instead we'll do a similar, only we'll do a different kind of hello world. I'll do some basic math for you. So I'm very sorry that I couldn't get my original plans to work, but I tried my hardest. It just did not work out. I'm quite sorry, but I'll try again maybe some other time. Because perhaps one day I'll be able to get this to work. Again, I am very sorry, but hopefully this can make up for it. So here we go. I don't think I need that. So here we go. We'll just print some math to the screen like this. We do the printf to do the screen. Instead, we won't be able to get a box. I do some allocation. So here we go. Wait, why isn't it printing? Oh, there it is. There we go. Now it's printing. Much better. I was wondering what was going on, but now as you can see it is printing. Hello. I don't actually think it's printing. Oh well, so there you go. Now you know how to use the C. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time we'll be talking about the batch script. I know that I commented on the videos and I said that I might do bash, but someone brought to my attention that it is actually a hacker language, so I won't be able to do it, but I can do batch. It is the Microsoft language. So hopefully that will work out better. I'm sorry I could not get the message boxes working. It's too hard, I'm afraid, but we got this. So this is good. I'm glad this is at least working. So I hope you all enjoy. This is the best I can do for you. So I hope you have a good one. It's been great. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video. So thank you and goodbye.